Hey there, it's Isaac from Powered by Rock here to bring Chris Ballew into the spotlight for a few minutes and make him sweat with some on-the-spot questions. If you haven't sweated already enough, you've been in the sauna this morning. So welcome. Are you ready to be put in the spotlight, Chris?
I am. Spot me.
All right. So for those who don't know, you had a pretty successful 19-album run as a children's song performer known as Caspar Babypants. I always personally thought that it'd be cool if the Presidents had a kids show where your songs were animated and stories were built around them. Have you ever considered actually doing a children's television show?
Absolutely. I am in talks with Village Roadshow right now to do
that is awesome
Babypants TV show. Yeah, it's going to be incredible. And that's all I can say.
That's good. That's good enough for me. That's news to me. I hadn't heard that. And that's freaking fantastic because I've seen bands like the Aquabats who had their own children's television show. And I was like, Presidents were built for this, like exactly same thing like 20 years ago. So yeah. Exactly. All right. This one's a little bit of a different one because you may not have ever actually seen the show, even though you guys did a cover for it, but you covered the song Cleveland Rocks for the theme song for the Drew Carey show. Yeah. Looking back, that show had a really stacked cast of really funny people. Did you ever watch the show? And if so, who was your favorite character or actor from the show?
I loved the show. Absolutely loved it. And what was his name? Craig Ferguson's character.
Okay. Yeah. The boss, right?
Boss guy. Loved him. Loved him. And Craig Ferguson's late night show was phenomenal.
Yeah. So, he didn't really seem to give a shit. He would just do whatever he wanted to do.
My top three comedians I love are Mitch Hedberg, Stephen Wright, and Emo Phillips. And Stephen Wright and Stephen Wright and Craig Ferguson have incredible, because a lot of late night talk show hosts don't know what to do with Stephen Wright. You know, he's very
doesn't show any emotion at all.
No. And Craig Ferguson is just like right in there with him, just not being monotone, but just drawing him out in the most incredible way. So Craig Ferguson, top. Although I do, I still know Drew Carey. I saw him a few years ago. We did a thing. He part owns the soccer team here in Seattle.
Oh, really?
We did We did a live thing at the game and hung out with him. So close second, Drew Carey himself.
All right. I always like Diedrich Bader and Ryan Stiles. Those guys crack me up no matter what they're in. So yeah, the whole show is just stacked with hilarious actors.
Amazing. Yeah. I'm very honored to have done that. That was Drew's idea to have.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
very cool. So question number 3, what were some of your favorite bands from back in the 90s, contemporaries of yours, or even just maybe stuff that you were listening to from previously to the 90s at that time though?
Yeah, well, definitely Nirvana, Nevermind.
Yeah.
I mean, I was actually writing music like that on a 4-string acoustic guitar with a contact mic and a distortion pedal and trying to make this like weird, haunty, grungy stuff, but melodic, poppy. And then Nevermind came out and I was like, I'll just listen to this record.
You're like, never mind my career on that.
Nevermind is a good title because I was like, never mind. So I just loved that record. The combination of heaviness and harmony, there's a reason it was successful, but it really hit all the buttons. And then loved Soundgarden.
I knew you played with Beck as well back in the day too, right?
Loved Beck. The other foundational ones were They Might Be Giants, Jonathan Richman and Modern Lovers, those kind of acts. Ween was a huge one for me. So I kind of was mixing like Ween and Soundgarden and Nirvana and They Might Be Giants into a big vat.
Yeah, that's a really good way to describe the music.
Yeah.
Awesome. Question number 4. It seems from what you've mentioned, and I'm pretty sure this is true, that you basically never really enjoyed touring. You never really enjoyed the on-the-road lifestyle. But I remember you played a show for MTV at Mount Rushmore for President's Day in 1996. Other than it being South Dakota in February, I always thought that was really, really cool. Like that was like the coolest thing I ever saw on TV. What was your favorite gig that you ever played?
Wow, favorite gig. One that besides that one was pretty amazing. And getting there was harrowing. The airport was locked in San Francisco, and we had to charter a tiny plane to get there. And like, Buddy Holly, it's Buddy Holly.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, but there was one show, I think it was in Sweden, and it was just a rock box kind of club show, and every song just clicked, and every lyric was appreciated. Like people were actually laughing like it was a comedy show in a way. Like they were hearing the words, they were getting the imagery, the band was on fire. And I just remember I get goosebumps thinking about it. I remember getting off stage and just being like, I am so proud of what we have put together here. And it was just some, club. Favorite shows definitely weren't relative to size.
Yeah.
In fact, some of the favorite ones were the smaller ones.
Yeah. I think even the one in Mount Rushmore, you happen to say there were 30 or 352 and a half of your closest friends or something like that.
That was crazy though too. Also, it was so cold. They had hot air vents in the stage blowing up on us. But if we moved away from the hot air vent to like rock out together, the cold air would hit our guitars and make them go all out.
Yeah.
We actually had to replay 4 songs because they were so out of tune.
That's crazy. Little behind the scenes pop-up video kind of stuff right there.
Exactly.
All right. Question number 5. Last question. You are a self-described minimalist who has a lot of spirituality through the teachings of Ram Dass. What do you make of humans' place in the cosmos? Why are we all here?
Why are we all here? We are here to bring consciousness to the party, really. We're here to bring the dimension of self-awareness to nature. And we really are no different than a tree or a rock or the air or the sun. It's just we're made of the same stuff. We're just designed to be self-aware. And so that's our big gag is being self-aware and being able to wonder about our place. So just the wondering about, there is no answer really. It's the question. Living the question is our purpose.
Yeah.
That's how
I will say congratulations to the Mariners. They've been on a hot streak over the last couple of months. I love the hat. One of my buddies is a huge Seattle sports fan. But yeah, it's an awesome run. But that's all I got for you. I want to thank you so much, Chris Ballew, for stepping in the spotlight and answering these hot seat questions. Guys, make sure to go to the show notes below this episode for links to his new album, Primitive God, and more of his music right on chrisballew.org. And watch our full podcast interview as well. Until we see you for the next episode, guys, rock on.
Rock on!